Blessings to you today. We're going to have a nice conversation about integrity, the real meaning of it, why we need to have it, and what it's all about, and the best way to attain it for you. First thing, though, I would like to say to all of those people that have passed away, all of the spirits with us today, thank you for being here. We love, honor, and respect you all. This is for you. So, we talk about integrity and that we're supposed to have this ability to be able to be so pure sometimes, you know? This perfect way of being human. And believe me, nobody's requesting that of you because we're not. You're never going to be perfect. And sometimes, you know, a lot of people, a lot of the Christians, and I think it's a really wonderful thing, but a lot of the Christians say, you know, what would Jesus do? Which is great, so that it kind of reminds you, taps you on your shoulder to go, hey, have integrity, do good, do well. And nobody's trying to compare you or ourselves to Christ. Why would we? Because Christ is Christ, right? We're not trying to compare ourselves to others. We're not trying to compare ourselves to angels, spirit, God. So the conflict comes in with the comparison. There shouldn't be a comparison at all. There should just be a level of oneness. To be able to have integrity in everything that you do, which we all mess up, of course we always do, but it's about having God in our soul. It's about having love within us. It's about being able to separate ourselves from ourselves, from our needs, our wants, our desires, our selfishness. Okay? I'm not saying that we can't have things that we want and that we desire. That's okay for us to have. But when we're out of integrity, meaning we're not being integrated individuals, it's because we have a selfish need. We have a selfish need to attain something that isn't ours, to grasp, to take, to steal, to lie, to cheat, whatever it is, okay? Whatever bad behavior, or even to one-up someone. Okay, well, I'm going to drive real fast, but I'm going to get in front of you, and I'm going to make sure that I can turn in front of you before you get that parking spot. Well, maybe that older man can't walk really well, and maybe he needed that parking spot more than you. So having integrity means having God's love within us, having Spirit's love within us, so that we say, you know what? You go ahead. Absolutely, you can have that parking spot. As a matter of fact, I need to lose 5 pounds, so I need to go way over here, and I need to walk further to the mall because I'm walking in the mall for the next hour and a half, right? Being kind, being generous, saying sorry. One of the things with integrity, too, is that all you people pleasers, there's so many people pleasers out there, okay? Why are you trying to please everybody else? Why? What happens when you're trying to please everybody else is that you're out of integrity. You're not being integrity to yourself. It's important to have integrity to ourselves. That's what integrity is about. Meaning if I overpromise or I overgive all the time, sooner or later, I'm going to be so exhausted that I don't have anything left to give, and I'm not giving with integrity. I'm not giving with my real love. I'm just trying to please you. All I'm trying to do is make someone else happy. But I'm not doing it because I love that person so much. I'm doing it so that they don't get mad at me, so that I feel better about myself, right? That's not integrity. That's a lack of integrity to yourself. You're not in integrity by doing that. So you have to have integrity with yourself too. One of the reasons that we have integrity, or the word itself, is so that we can look at ourselves in the mirror. Have you ever tried to do that? Have you ever lied to somebody or cheated on somebody or did something really bad? And what's going to make you feel bad? It's going to make you feel worse. It's going to make you feel worse. If I'm out of integrity with somebody or a situation for myself, I'm going to have shame. I'm going to not feel good about me. I'm going to avoid the thing that I did wrong, right? We're going to avoid it. We're going to pretend like we didn't do it. So it's interesting that I started this conversation today with blessing them. So when we have integrity, when we truly have goodness in our soul and in our heart, with God's love, God's light, and when no one's watching, watch people when no one's watching. When no one's watching, people might behave badly because no one's watching. Have you ever saw a little kid trying to get a cookie out of the cookie jar? He goes in to get the cookie and then he looks around to see if anybody's watching him to get the cookie out of the cookie jar. Okay? Because Mama said, don't have that cookie yet, but he wants that cookie. So he's going to go get that cookie no matter what. But I'm telling you, he's going to look around over his shoulder to see if anybody's watching. Integrity also means to live in that truth when no one's watching. When you can rest at night about you did well today, instead of you really intentfully screwed somebody over. We all make mistakes. We all do. We all have times where we go, oh, God, that wasn't my best. That was not the best thing that I could have done. Or I should have helped that lady with her groceries today, and I was in a hurry, and I just got in my car because I was in a hurry. Nobody's saying that you have to be godlike. We're just saying that having God in your soul, the love, the light, the kindness, the generosity will make you feel good about yourself. People have to feel good about themselves. Have integrity so you feel good about you. And guess what? The people that are around you, it's not about pleasing them, but the people that are around you are going to know that gives them an intention or an action to go, wow, that person helped me, and maybe I want to help someone else too. One, they'll think you're great. That's not the reason you're doing it. They're like, wow, look at that person, what they did for me. That's great. But what you do is lead by example. You're giving them an example of what they can do. There was a guy that I knew a long time ago, one of the greatest people, a dear friend of mine, Eric Henderson, and we would go through the toll booths all the time because we had tolls to do. And he would put his money in and he'd pay for the person behind him. Just a simple thing, okay? It's what, $2 or a quarter or 75 cents, whatever toll you're on, right? Other people at Starbucks, I'll buy the Starbucks, I'll buy that person at Starbucks behind me. Sometimes you have the money, sometimes you don't have the money, but it's just about giving. It's about thinking of someone else too. Plus, it brings you really good karma. If you guys are really worried about continuing to be selfish and you want something back, it gives you good karma, okay? It's not what we're talking about today, though. We're just talking about level of integrity. Don't overdo it for other people. Keep yourself clear and centered, and be kind and generous and loving. Don't lie, don't cheat. Anytime you want to be selfish because of lack, because you think you're not going to get enough, because you think you're not going to have enough, I promise you, stop doing that thing that you're going to do because you're in fear. Stop. And guess what? You will be granted that. You will be granted that thing that you needed. You will be. You'll be granted that. And I'll give you the reason why. All the times that you think no one's looking, they are. They're always here. They're always watching. They're always with us. And they want to applaud you. They want you to do so good. They're not telling you to not make mistakes. They're just saying, I'm proud of her. She changed her ways. Look, she did something good this time. She's not afraid, or he did something good for that man over there, because that man needed help. Be in integrity. They're always watching. Blessings to you all.